The gift of therapy is a unique opportunity to understand oneself and others in a deeply meaningful way. The challenge in therapy is not to change the patient, but to create a relationship in which the patient can change himself. Therapy is fundamentally a dialectical enterprise to people trying to find words for two sets of feelings. The patient's pathology is not in the illness, but in the way he or she has adjusted to life. Ultimately, man should not ask what the meaning of his life is, but rather must recognize that it is he who is asked. The essence of the human experience is that you are not alone. You are connected to the universe. The importance of the therapeutic relationship cannot be overstated. It is the vessel in which the work of therapy is done. The challenge in therapy is to take the bitter, often indigestible truths and to convert them into the greater capacity to bear life. The road to freedom is filled with thorns and pitfalls, but it is the only road worth traveling. Therapy is a process of helping someone to live more deeply, more fully. To become free of the enemy within, we must acknowledge our suffering. Therapy is a journey to the self, a journey of self-discovery, and a journey of self-acceptance. The search for meaning in life is a constant journey and not a destination. The question is not how to cure the patient, but how to create a relationship that the patient can use for his or her own personal growth. No other person can help us to bear the inevitable losses and disillusionments of life. The attempt to avoid pain and anxiety is the root of all mental illness. In therapy, the past is the present, and the therapist becomes the new parent. Life's challenges are not supposed to paralyze you. They're supposed to help you discover who you are. The very essence of psychotherapy is the forming of a relationship in which one human being is trying to assist another in finding a new path. The central theme in all my work is the necessity of facing reality. When we start from a place of acceptance, change becomes a possibility. It is the capacity to feel one's vulnerability that underlies the feeling of authenticity. The most important aspect of therapy is the relationship between the therapist and the patient. We must confront ourselves and our deepest fears to reach the highest levels of personal growth. Therapy is not meant to create a comfort zone, but a growth zone. Our task as therapists is to help patients bear their reality and to lead them to find meaning in it. The most powerful agent of change is self-acceptance. The art of therapy is to create a space for possibilities and change. The search for meaning in life is the primary motivational force in humans. Healing is a journey that starts with accepting the truth. True healing is to be found in facing our fears and holding them in compassionate awareness. In therapy, the past is not past until it is confronted and accepted. The most profound discoveries about life are made when one is alone. Change requires courage and the willingness to face the discomfort of the unknown. Therapy is not advice-giving, but a process of discovery and self-realization. To live authentically is the ultimate goal of therapy. The deepest craving of human nature is the need to be appreciated. The core of psychotherapy is self-discovery and self-acceptance. Our inner conflicts, our fear of being alone, our inability to love, and the direction of our lives are often closely linked to our relationships with our parents. Therapy is first about discovering the truth of one's life. It is then about learning how to bear that truth